Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Yesterday in SARS, in SWAT, and in police brutality, protesters were being attacked by some talk. And this morning, the same thing has repeated itself. Nigerians are pointing to some persons that they are actually behind it. Oluomo is one of those who have been accused of being behind the act. The reason being that he's the chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers. Even the governor of Lagos State has been accused because he had promised the people security and had promised them that nothing will interfere in their protest. But two parties have spoken, and it's shocking what they have to tell Nigerians. Now, according to the spokesperson to the chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers in Lagos, he said that it's actually not true. He had denied reports that his principal, Mosilius Akinsanya, aka MC Oluomo, was sponsoring violent attack against the EndSWAT protesters. MC Oluomo spokesman Jimo Buhari said this during a chat on Thursday. He said, "We have no hand in the attack. People should stop accusing us wrongly. Were the thugs wearing the NURTW uniforms? Is MC Oluomo holding a political office? He has no hand in the case." The spokesman went further to say that members of the unions were also victims of police extortion, and it would therefore be unwise of them to thwart a protest that seeks to bring an end to police brutality. A member of the NURTW, however, told us that the heavy traffic caused by the protesters was affecting their business. He said, and I quote, he said, "On a normal day, I do 10 trips. Since this protest started, I have had to reduce my trip to 5. It is worse that we are burning fuel and our businesses are not operating at full capacity because of the COVID-19 protocol. Long hours in traffic cause fuel to burn faster, and we are losing money due to no fault of ours. So some boys decided that it was time to get these protesters off the street." Sanwo also have opened up about his position concerning the attack, and according to him in his Twitter page, he said, "I strongly condemn the attack of peaceful protesters by armed and unscrupulous elements trying to cause chaos in Alausa today. My government will never tolerate the attack of protesters. Security agents will immediately protect peaceful protesters from miscreants." Nigerians have decided also to step in to speak, but Sanwo went further again to say, "I have received reports involving a boss in our state bus services. Our bosses will never be involved in such activity, and I have instructed the state team to get to the root of it. I will address our resident live today on the development. I understand the atmosphere of distrust in which things are happening and how rapidly the situation has escalated. But I need to let every Lagosian understand that our government believes firmly in democratic ideals and will continue to act in accordance with our beliefs." That was what he had to say. But then, most people are bringing up different ideas, especially in respect to the case of Sanwo. Don't forget that he's the chairman of the NURTW. And you know that whatever they are getting is determined by how many trips these boys are going. So most Nigerians believe that in as much as it's affecting their pocket, they can mobilize these boys or maybe psych them up to do what they have to do. But MC Oluomo has already come out to declare his stand that he has no business with it. Now, concerning the case of the bus being used, because like this morning, what we saw was that one of the state government buses was the one that dropped off some of those talks. They came out and they started behaving anyhow. That was when some key celebrities had to call out Sanwo-Olu, the likes of Mr. Macaroni. He had to tell him, sir, this is not the promise that you gave to Lagosians. You promised us that we are going to be secure all throughout, that the fundamental human right of the protesters will not be hindered. But what is happening right now? That's why the man had come out to, speak his mind concerning what he perceived to be the right standpoint for the people. And most persons have come up to also declare their respect for him. But someone here says, I am so disappointed in you, man. So pained, man. You came with so much zeal and promises, and we trusted in you. I am disappointed at Sanwo-Olu with a BRT bus with police looking on near your damn office. No, man, no. And this one say, I'm honestly pained. I thought he was the one for us in Lagos, but he isn't different. Is he? We are keypad warriors generation that they can quickly type epistles for on Twitter and we will be all right. That is it for them. But I tell you the whole truth that most people too are applauding the man. Someone says here, thank you, sir. We know that you are going to give immediate response to this accusation. But another person came up and said, but sir, the video clearly shows one of your bosses transporting the hoodlum. So saying your bosses will never be involved, does that cut in, sir? And I think this is absolutely true. I think that the ideal thing for him to do is to carry out investigation, get to know who was the one behind this act. Another person responded, said the Commissioner for Transport should be held responsible to provide answers, and in turn, the transport provider should be held responsible to explain if that is the standard route of such a bus. The governor is a gentleman, and we trust he will get to the bottom of this. It's simple. And I feel right now that as much as we are really, Nigerians are angry that things are getting, we can't trust government again and all of that. I feel for the case of Sanwo-Olu, people should give him a chance because he had already promised the people that despite the fact that trust has been betrayed, the atmosphere of distrust is so tense in Nigeria, but he wants Lagosians to understand that his government believes in democratic ideal and will continue to act in accordance with the belief of the provision of the Constitution. So I feel that Nigerians should give him a chance. Let him investigate the case. Whoever that is involved should be brought to book. But I think there should be a timeline for it. For example, what someone just said, the Commissioner of Transport should be held responsible because that's his jurisdiction. And the person who was behind, who released that bus, the driver of that bus, should be called to give adequate explanation why he had to do what he did. Some of them were thinking possibly that people are not watching them. Unfortunately, not knowing that a period like this, you've got to be very careful because this is, an IT period. You just can't do things anyhow. Now, this person says here, Sanwo-Olu, for us to believe, start investigating from the government transportation, then arrest this guy. That guy is involved, and I know if government really wants to, that guy will be arrested in less than 24 hours with his colleagues. I trust your judgment. Some other person says, sir, please, we know the vehicle. We even have the serial number. Oh my God, you can see how smart Nigerians are. This one, he said, I see you as a good Christian before you became governor. Please maintain your standard and do justice. Remember, you will leave that position one day and we will meet in church. The guy said, we'll meet in church. If you meet him in church, would you beat him? Just tell him to maintain his position as a trustworthy person, someone who is committed to the ideals of a democratic setting like Nigeria. Leave the issue of church. We've seen a lot of deceit inside the church. So bringing up church now, say you will meet in church, you meet him, you knock him. You won't do him any further. If you cannot knock some of the lie pastor, is it the governor that you will knock who has all the securities around him? All right, however, that's where we'd like to leave it. And let's just wait to see what he's going to do because I'm talking about the governor of Lagos State, what he's going to do about the attack and all of that. Let's hear. if the truth will come out, because Nigeria would like to see the face of the driver who did that thing, and also those who were behind that act, and would like to also watch them being brought to book. That's where we'd like to leave it. Go to our comment section, please, without hate words, without insulting anyone. Tell us what's your position about involvement of the Lagos State governor in the attack on the protesters. Do you think he can do such a thing? And also MC Oluomo, do you think he can also do it?